Hello friends, in this particular video we are going to talk about major stock indexes in Indian stock market. So in this particular video we are going to cover three main topics. What is stock index and how you are going to analyze this stock index. Second thing with that we are going to cover is what is Sensex and how you are going to analyze it. And third thing we are going to cover is what is Nifty and how you are going to analyze it. And the most important part, which is for regular traders, is that how you are going to correlate Sensex and Nifty and how you can differentiate the performance of Sensex and Nifty. So we are going to help you uh, to know different kind of information that you might not be aware as of now. So to start with, we are going to cover this stock index information. So talking about what is stock index. So stock index, it is a, for example, if we are taking a fixed number of companies and using their performance and trends in the market to average out the performance and trend of the market, then it is going to make your stock index. If we simply explain how the stock index can be made is, for example, let us take example of 1000 companies. So in out of 1000 companies, there might be significant 50 companies that have maximum capitalization within the market. So we are going to so stock market consists of taking that 50 number of companies. So those 50 number of companies are having some performance and trend within a span of time. So this stock index indicates their performance and trends over a period of time, and this stock index indicates overall performance of that group of companies, and this way you are going to analyze whether the market is overall market, because it is going to indicate overall market growth and decline. So we are going to cover this stock index information in more details with these two examples, because in India there are two major stock indexes. First one is Sensex, which represents for BSE companies, and second one is Nifty, which represents for NSE companies. Now we are going to cover both the indexes in more detail. That is going to give you very valuable information as well as uh, clear many of the doubts. Now let us talk about what is Sensex. It indicates, again, Sensex index is similar to the definition of stock index that we have learned so far. Now what is Sensex? Sensex is just indicates average of performance trends of the market for BSE listed top companies. Now BSE, you already know is BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange. So the top companies that are listed within BSE, uh, Sensex indicates average of the performance and trend of the market for BSE listed companies. For example, if you see uh, this graph might consist of top 30 companies within BSE listed companies. Let us say example, there are 500 companies within BSE which are listed within BSE, and this graph consists of top 30 companies. Uh, in this graph, the performance of top 30 companies has been combined and the trend has been shown. For example, if we see this graph, this particular area shows us the position of the the combination of top 30 companies, how they have been performing in a combined manner. Now, within this graph, if you see here, there has been some average part, and then there has been some decline. Then again, there has been some uh, sudden growth, and now there has been small decline. Again, the consistency remains, but there has been some decline, and that has been consistently declining. This way, you are going to understand that overall market is declining as of now with this graph. But now you are going to have a doubt that it is not right to invest in the company or in these PSC listed companies because the market is declining as of now. But that might not be the fact that you should be going with, because there can be because the real analysis is the real part. If you analyze this Sensex top companies, there might be out of because this, for example, this particular graph consists of 30 companies. Now, out of 30 companies, there might be fact that uh, there are 5 companies that are regularly performing very well. So you must not generalize this Sensex graph and make your decision. You should be carefully analyzing each of the company, and you should be uh, getting all the information about their past record of that company. For example, if I'm a daily trader and I just see this Sensex graph, today I just opened my laptop and I just saw that this is declining. And then I make up my mind, oh, I'm not going to invest today because the market is declining day by day. So I'm going to play a safe game. But that might not be the right case because it might be true that my company, for example, there might be some set of companies in which I have already been believing, but it might be true that those companies are not performing well and those are really in line with this graph. But there might be some companies that are still doing good. So you might always want to know who are the top gainers, who are the top losers, and for the top gainers there might be some new top gainers, so you should be able to analyze why these top gainers have been in the gainers list and how they are how what are the factors that has made them to gain more, and this way you can make your day trading more smoothly and without any risk. You just keep on analyzing each of the company, uh, and then you can just avoid generalizing this Sensex graph because many of the traders sometimes generalize this Sensex graph, and once they see a huge decline, they just get worried about the investment decision. So we hope that you are not generalizing this Sensex graph, and this way you are going to carefully uh, analyze each of the top gainers as well as losers, and make your lessons and take your decisions accordingly. Then again, what is Nifty? Nifty is NSE listed top companies. NSE, uh, uh, the Sensex that we just talked about is for BSE listed companies, and this Nifty, which is for NSE listed top companies. For example, this particular graph is for top companies. There might be many graphs. For example, you might be looking for the graph within health sector. Yes, you can obtain that kind of graph. So we just talk about right now. We're just talking about the top companies because um, much of the time you're going to have such kind of graph that shows you the performance of top companies within NSE or BSE. Of course, within NSE and BSE, you can obtain particular graph based on your interest. Now, in NSE, it is the same definition like we have just understood about Sensex, but the difference is that here, these are NSE listed companies, and within Sensex, it has been BSE listed companies. So, in NSE listed companies, it might be different scenario as well, because if we see this graph, again, this graph is combination of top 30 or 50 companies that have been performing over a period of time and what has been the combined performance like Sensex. So here we also we can see that there has been continuous decline. Now again, the same information applies here because if you're going to just generalize this data, you're going to think about, oh, today is bad day for this stock market and I'm not going to put any money anywhere. This might be the wrong decision because yes, we understand that out of top 30 performing companies, there might be 25 top performing companies that are just doing so bad as of now. But still, there might be 5 companies that you need to really carefully analyze what has been their past performance and what has been the factors behind their gain, and then you can do your day trading more effectively rather than just putting your eyes of your laptop or of your work area. So you really need to think about this graph. Yes, that is true, because graph indicates overall market condition, but you also need to think about each individual companies, because that is where you are going to make your decision more accurately. Now we are going to let you know one more perception that people are having about Nifty and Sensex. Moreover, whenever we talk about Indian market, we just generalize one thing. If, for example, if Sensex has such kind of performance that it is falling, then Nifty might be falling as well. Yes, it happens in Indian market conditions, because uh, the capitalization and decapitalization is separate topic, but within India, there are some political factors and other policy factors by the government that shows similar kind of performance of Nifty as well as Sensex. Both might be declining at the same time, and both might be having upward trend at the same time. But you should never generalize that once the Sensex has fallen, the Nifty is also falling the same way. Because again, as you already know, that this is the combined performance of top companies within each group. So that doesn't mean that if Nifty performance is continuously declining, then Sensex performance might be the same way. No, it might not be the real fact. It depends highly on the average of on the performance of the companies that has been listed within that particular group, whether it is NSE or BSE. So you should never generalize if this one is falling and that one is also falling. That is, and today is a bad day for Indian stock market. Let's stay away from this. Just don't generalize. Think again, twice, thrice, and just think about individual companies. Think about their past performance, and just analyze the graph of those companies. So this way, they have the traders who are dealing day-to-day basis. They're going to make their investment safely as well as without any risk. Of course, this is really important for day traders, daily basis day traders. Now, summarizing this video, yes, we have just talked about what is stock index, what is Sensex and how you are going to analyze it, what is Nifty and how you are going to analyze it, and how the correlation between these two is, and what are the perception you might be having and how to avoid that, and what kind of analysis you should be doing after you watch the performance of Sensex index as well as Nifty index. We hope this video has been helpful for you. Keep on watching our series of videos. Thank you. Bye.